The cards speak. Justice listens. Welcome to the unseen. Truth doesn't hide forever, not from the eyes that see. Spirits stir, clues awaken. Let the seeing begin. Behind every crime, a shadow speaks. I'm Lady Zelda. Welcome to Seeing Crime. Hello there, my darlings. It's been a while, hasn't it? Welcome, welcome. Love to have you all here. Hello, hello. Tonight is a night for Officer John O'Keefe, and it is approximately 12:06 a.m., January 29th, 2026. 4 years ago today, this wonderful gentleman was on his way to 34 Fairview, Canton, Mass, with Karen. We all know what happened. We all know. But before we begin, I want to show you and let you know what these two items mean right here. Of course, this is Officer John, but we have a lamp and a lantern. So what I would like to do is explain why I've put these things out here. First of all, the picture frame that you see Officer John in symbolizes containment of memory and the preservation of identity across time. We will never forget John, and even those that go behind us, that have gone on before us, have not forgotten John. It is a boundary that holds a moment, a soul. It holds truth in permanent suspension. Spiritually, a frame represents the threshold between what was lived and what is remembered, anchoring consciousness to a specific reality, story, or an emotional imprint. The lantern, my darlings, symbolizes conscious light carried through darkness, representing awareness, guidance, and spiritual sight to unseen realms. It is the flame of the soul, protected by intellect, moving gently through shadow to reveal truth without destruction. A lantern reveals what darkness hides, and we know what the darkness is in this, and it includes what should not be seen. That's it, my darlings. That is the symbolism that we have with Officer John O'Keefe. So if you could do us a favor, please, and welcome. I see so many of you. Wonderful, good faces. Thank you so much for coming in. Bless you so much. And I'm going to try not to hit the microphone tonight. Many, many blessings to each and every one of you, and to my beautiful mods. Bless you for being here. It's late. It's late. But I wanted to do this. Now, I've always thought, and when I had the first remote with John O'Keefe, and pardon me, I got to take a little drink. He basically said that 12:13 a.m. was significant. Now, I don't know what that means, 12:13, but to him it means something. And also, we know that it was cold, and it's cold there now. And I hope each and every one of you are doing well, keeping warm, keeping safe, and staying very, very good for now. So tonight it's going to be a little eclectic. We're just going to try a few things. And I want you to know that this energy has been whistling for days. to the point where my son will come out and look around and think, who is whistling? Hear whistling and that for me is an indication that energy is around. Now tonight, this morning, actually, good morning to each and every one of you and good evening. This is going to be different. Pardon me. This is going to be different. Right now is January 29th, and it is 12:10. Karen and John left the waterfall, and they're probably at 34 Fairview right now. Please do me a favor for each and every one of you. For John, you may have emojis. For many of you, please put John's emoji in the chat. If you don't have it, please just put justice for John or justice for JJ or justice, however you want to write it. Let's just take a moment in remembrance and remember John. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Look at that. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you. We get enough energy. Believe me. We're going to hear some things tonight, I just know. And I'm going to bring out something that none of you have ever seen before. And that is, I'm going to do a remote view in front of you. I've got a lot of lights on. Things are reflecting. We may see something, we may not. So just so you know. Now, I will ask you if you will kindly refrain your questions as I work through this, because sometimes it confuses the energy. And I appreciate you so much for doing that. It is now 12:12. So John is there. John has walked in. He is there. I have Lord Gregor is actually on the phone. I have a green case. He's going to keep me grounded while we're doing these things because I need that right now. So he is on the phone with me. He is in the chat, and welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for your kindness. Now, before we get started, I'm going to say, if anyone comes in here, my mods are tough cookies. That's why they're my mods. And tonight, and maybe even going forward, it is 12:13. There is New Year. There's no messing around. Anybody says anything about anyone, out. That's it. Deleted. If it continues, blocked. And I don't care if you're a sub. I don't care if you're a member. I don't care if you're just passing through. I won't have it. And all of this infighting, upset, has really kind of pushed me back from going live. I'm just going to say that. And when my sweetheart and I cannot have a very loving conversation in my community tab or in his, without somebody coming in and being a real snot, I don't need you. So thank you so much. This is a drama-free zone. You are safe here at True Oracle, and welcome to all of those. True Oracle, and here at House of Zelda, and even at the House of Vale Keep. For those of you who would like to follow Lord Gregor and have not, his channel link is in the description of each channel that we are on right now, mine and True Oracle. Okay, enough of that. Enough of that. Thank you so much. It is middle school. Whoever said that? Weird that, yes. I don't like it. It's ridiculous. Now, one of the things I'm just going to tell you about Lord Gregor, that he has a question for John O'Keefe tonight. Many of you may not know this. Thank you, Terry. Beautiful Patty, beautiful Jerry. Listen, I've got it. Listen, I know any one of my mods. All I have to do is call up and say, I've done something. And all of them would say, do you need a ride? Do you need bail money? Or do you need a shovel? Now, I'm just joking, but that's how tight we are. Okay? Anyway, that ain't going to happen, but it just makes a point. So Lord Gregor visited the beginning of this month, right around the 6th, 7th, something like that. There's Canton Jerry. She's on her way. There's, look at them. Yeah. And I know all of you too. Many of you may not know that when he was here, we were outside barbecuing. And it's a long story. I'm not going to get into it, but we were attacked by 3 dogs. And Lord Gregor was attacked by 2, pushed me behind him, and these were big dogs. And when I saw this happening, who do you think I thought of? I seriously was in shock when this happened. He took care of it. He disarmed it immediately, boom. But when he came in, he had similar. Now, John's was on his right arm. Lord Gregor was on his left. And I couldn't speak. He actually stayed 2 additional days because I was in shock over this. Mainly because I was thinking of him, and mainly I'm thinking of Lord Gregor. I mean, hello, nice. Come on over, my darling. Let's have a nice hello, boom, get attacked, right? But what I saw there made me thought, thank you, Victor, I love you. What I saw, I thought of him. And I thought of Chloe. Because when this one dog jumped up, it was a leap. It wasn't just, hi, I'm a puppy, come and pet me. They came out of the woods and they had been stalking us for days. And he was going outside. He knew something was around, but he didn't say anything. Why be upset? He was there. Thank God. And of course, I had to text Captain Jerry right away and ask her, what do we do? But when I saw this one dog, now it looked like one was definitely a pit mix. One was a shepherd mix, and the other one was just a mix. Don't know. They were beautiful dogs, but extremely aggressive. I would have had my ticket to the upper room if they would have got a hold of me. And the first thing that I thought of was, oh my gosh, because we were in an Airbnb. And I thought, holy mackerel, what if this would have been a family? And there would have been little kids. It would have been a disaster. And of course, we called the owner and, whatever. But these dogs, you see, because it was cold and we were close to them, we were in the mountains and it was cold. And, sometimes dogs just, that happens here. It happens. And I was cooking a lot. I had roast and chickens and bread. So all of this was attracting them as well. And when we were outside, we were trying to get this grill, and it was like a covered carport with a cement patio type thing. And there was not a door close. You'd have to go around to the side or into the front to go to the door. He pushed me behind him. I'm going to tell you, I thought my feet left the ground. Seriously. And he took on those dogs. 2 ran off, and he chased the other one. Now, I want you to know this. When all of this happened, and when I was thinking, listen, I love dogs, but when I was 9 years old, a German Shepherd from a Highway State Patrol in Ohio, we lived beside them on the farm. And that dog, my little legs, they weren't any bigger than a spindle. I was 9, always running in the fields and everything else. We were playing in the barn with the neighbor kids. Their dad was the Highway State Patrolman. And this dog, I still have the scars on my leg. Now, that was a warning from that dog. And of course, when I went limping home, my grandfather, being the Irish one that he was, didn't care. He took a double barrel with my dad over to the Highway State Patrolman and said, "Bring the dog out." And his name was Kelly. "Bring the dog out so I can have me way with him." And boy, oh boy, that was a tense situation, but it was diffused. And from then on, dogs, I love them. I know of another lady who's a good friend and who is a client of mine. A dog got loose from her. She had wrapped the leash around her wrist, and she went smash first into the pavement, lost an eye. Her face is out like this. I have nothing against dogs. I love them. I love them. But that night, and I knew I had to do this tonight, that night when we were attacked by those dogs, and Lord Gregor took care of them. Hallelujah. He's waving at me now. And he takes care of them. He told me run into the house, and I did. He came in the house. I just couldn't even speak. And now I'm going to get to it. Hello. I'm going to get to it finally. That dog, the first one, leapt up to him. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing, okay? Instinctively. Now, Lord Gregor is ambidextrous. Right or left, it doesn't matter. He put his left arm up because he was holding me with his right arm. Now, you probably are seeing mirror, and this is probably showing up as my left, but it's my right. So he's doing this to the dogs, and he's pushing me behind him with his right arm. That dog leapt. It didn't just stand up and go, ha, 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 here, give me a little biscuit. That dog leapt at him and grabbed him right here. His injuries were from the elbow to the wrist and a little bit right here on his hand. He's recovering okay. Everything is good. I just stood there. It's like, what do you do? I seriously was paralyzed. I was paralyzed in fear. And you've heard me say, I'll take the paranormal any time over this stuff. He lunged. That's absolutely right, pretty eyes. That thing lunged at him. And he meant business. And it was a he, because you could see. And as soon as Lord Gregor knew that I was safe behind him, now, don't forget, he has the strength of about 10 men. One went this way, one went this way, and they kept coming back. And then the third one was pacing, watching, doing this thing. mouth open. You talk about, I mean, now, Lord Gregor has been in some precarious situations. He has some injuries. He knows how to handle things. And finally, after coming and lunging and him taking care of things, he ran off after them to make sure that they were not going to come back. Of course, I ran into the house, and I'm sitting on the sofa like I was listening. And have you ever tried to really listen so hard that you stop breathing? That's exactly what I was doing, because I didn't want to go to the door even, because I was afraid of what I would see. And I just was like, hello. I was just like, and of course he came in, and of course, Veliana, he starts, outside, I could hear him, Veliana. And he comes in the house, he's like, are you all right? And I'm like, are you okay? And of course, this beautiful jacket that he had on was torn. And being the Zelda that I am, I always carry a sewing kit. That is another story. He took care of his arm injuries, washed with soap and water. All you could do. We had a first aid kit, but he's okay now. He's okay. And you know what else? Shaggy and Petey were in the house, because Shaggy was driving my son crazy, and Petey he wouldn't sleep, he wouldn't eat, he wouldn't sleep, he was, blah, blah, blah. So I had Petey and Shaggy in the house. Now, he's a gentleman. Yeah, Petey and Shaggy, but Lord Gregor is a gentleman. And when he beat me there, when I pulled up and he was sitting on the front porch, it was a code. I gave him the code to get in. He had the fire made. He had all that. It was nice and toasty. But he came immediately to my door and was looking around. And I thought, now he does that when I speak to him on our overnight calls where he lives. He does perimeter checks. He goes out, he checks, so I just thought, okay, this is, okay. Now, no, I wasn't. I was at an Airbnb. I actually had to come back and pick up, because we were running out of tea, and I wanted to pick up some more flour because I was making bread. I brought roast, and I'm glad I did, because he stayed an extra 2 days. So I had to take Petey and Shaggy back with me. I was only about 35 minutes from where I live right now. So, but I can guarantee you this thing. The next time he comes over, which is very soon, Sam Miami is going to have to go with it. Probably Sam and Shaggy will be going with me, because that Sammy now will not leave him alone. Anyway, my point of all this, and pardon me, but I know that some of you hadn't heard this. My point of all this is that during this whole thing, when it happened, I imagined John being lunged at by Chloe, and I'm going to show you something. You see this? Yes, that is my art. I am the one that can show it on my stream, and I call it John and Chloe Walking in Heaven. Now, when I could imagine Chloe lunging at John, And we know Chloe's not around. We know that. Chloe's walking right beside him right there. Because she didn't do anything that she wasn't taught to do, or most likely instructed. So right now it's 12:30 a.m. and I believe that the fight ensued. The fight was on. And so now, without further ado, my darlings, I do want to start with the EVPs. I'm going to ask some questions. Before I do, though, I want to tell you this. Yesterday, for me, for many of you, today is the 29th of January. Yesterday is the 28th. It was Eddie O'Brien's 46th birthday. I left him a message in his Facebook. I'm in a Facebook group with him. And I left him a message and said that I was going to, and that we would all wish him well and wish him a very happy birthday in my live stream. So if you're watching this, Eddie, or you watch it later, big hugs to you, my darling. Free Eddie, love you, and happy birthday to you. I believe you be out. So, thank you so much. So sorry. Yes, I didn't mean to confuse you. I didn't mean to confuse you about the kitties. But yeah, Sam, I'm going to tell you something funny. We're going to get out of this heaviness right now so we can get into this energy. Lord Gregor and I recorded the podcast. Don't miss that one. You're going to hear about the ladies of Vale Keep. And I'm going to tell you this. The ladies are his two mares, the dapple gray, which is Lunara, who I'm claiming, and the big black Frisian, whose name is Vespara. And it was a story that I held my breath through. But before we got into the story, you know how I have to hold Sam. Well, when we record, so that we don't miss time, we record together, and I always have my phone up here on a little whatever stand, and we record and we talk. While I'm holding Sam, she turns and looks at Lord Gregor, and as you've seen her reach out, she's reaching out to the phone to him. Traitor. But she's reaching. In fact, in the podcast, you can even hear him chuckle a little bit. So, but that's okay. My cats act to him like his horses act to me, because there are many times that he's in the barn and he'll say, you want to say hello to Vespara and Lunara? And of course, they're always looking at the phone when I'm talking to them and telling them what beautiful ladies they are. So there we go. Now, I had another thing, because you know how I feel, and I said about the infighting, but I'm going to show you this. This has been me lately. This has been me. You see that? Me, my spirit guide's just holding my mouth. That's been me lately. Okay, my darlings, here we go. So now what I'm going to do, and I'm going to save some room. I'm going to warm us up a little bit. We're going to start out with an EVP. And that is an electronic voice phenomenon, for those of you who don't know. Now, I'm not contacting John's soul, his spirit. I'm contacting his energy, because guess what? Energy doesn't lie, just like numbers. And guess, now I'm looking at my screen. We have 227 people between two channels. What's that tell you? Okay, let's go. It's updating a moment. And then as soon as it comes on, I'll put it on the screen. Karen is almost home. Thank you, Miss Jules. Yes, Karen is almost home. My app is updating. Here we go. And you can see me. Hello. You see all this equipment? Here we go. And there we are, my darlings. Now, ignore these. Let me go over here a second. Whoops. And I'm going to close this right here. There we go. Okay. We've got a new session right here, my darlings. And let me see this. Oh, here we are. We have a new session. And our first word is getting ready to come out. I'm going to bring this up here a little better so you can all see. There we go. Reach. Reach is the first word. I'd like to have the energy of John O'Keefe reach out to us. We know this is the day. We understand exactly what happened. We'd like for you to tell us what you know, John. Tell us. You have safe, you're safe here. That's it. Now, this does make a noise, and I don't want to do that because it's loud, like this. And like that. So I've turned those noises off. Those bars are the energy. What you're seeing on the left side of the application are frequency numbers. These are based on frequencies, and thank you so much for the John emojis. So what would you like to talk about, John? I know you've been here. It's been a little while. I think it's been last year. I told the story of the dogs. What are you thinking about what happened with Chloe? It is better without the noise. And if you mention any names, we're all here for it. We're all here for it. Position. Were you in a particular position when these people attacked you, or when Chloe attacked you? I do have another application. When I'm doing the remote viewing, it sounds kind of dark. I'm just going to tell you right now. It's a disclaimer. Okay? So we're warming up the energy right now. There's another word about to come in. When you see the bars going, and when you see them turning red, clinical. So clinical, let's see some words here. Whoops. Shed. Don't pay attention to number 4 and number 5 because that was from a different session. What about, was there a shed at 34 Fairview? John, you told me that you were in a very cold, dark place after all this was over. Did you think that was a shed, or was it the garage? And welcome to each and every one of you coming in, my darlings. Welcome, welcome. Well, remember some of these words. It may just take a moment. Thank you so much. Now, I'm going to tell you, I don't think that John went in there swim. I don't think John went in there easily, because he saw Higgy at the waterfall calling him out. So I think he went in there looking for business. When he first contacted me, it was the basement. It was the basement that he was in. He may have gone to the garage. Okay, Lord Gregor just asked me, because I got off on, and sorry, I hit the mic again. Lord Gregor wants to know, when Chloe jumped on you, sent. When Chloe jumped on you, did that push you backwards? Was that when you fell backwards and hit your head? Because I'm telling you, those dogs are a force to be reckoned with. Seriously. So if you can answer that, Carrie, thank you. About the pool is in the backyard. And I personally believe, based on what he has said before, that they took him out around through the backyard and out to the front through the side of the house, because there was that landscape between Mrs. Chung and Annie Chung's house and 34 Fairview. So, okay, here comes another word. So if you could answer that for us, please. And then, John, as your energy gets stronger, we're going to go into stronger apps. And if you hear a noise, Riley is sleeping and snoring behind. Okay, yes. He's snoring behind my monitor. Yes. So does that mean that Chloe knocked you down and you hit your head? Can you tell us more about that? And believe me, Lord Gregor, LG, I'm just going to call him LG. That's not disrespectful. Please tell me that it's not. Permit. A permit. What is a permit? I don't know. It wasn't them that filled their pool in. I think it was his brother. Permit. What is the permit? Did they have to have a permit to renovate the basement? No. Before they left, did they have to have a permit? Consult. Consult. Yeah, it was one of his brothers. No, it is not right now, Valiana. Okay, thank you so much. And Lord Gregor promised that it's not going to be a regular thing. Consult. So permit, consult, yes. So can you, what, that was me, I hit it. Can you tell us the events? Can you go through and tell us the events that happened? What door did you go through? There's a question as to what door did you go through? Carrie, yes, they should have had a building permit when they renovated them. Okay. "34 Fairview had a fire?" I didn't hear that. Ingress. Okay. I think another word is getting ready to come out. We may put on another one that goes a little faster than this. Soon. Is this going to come out soon, John? And the depositions, will this come out soon? I bet it will. I bet it will. For those of you who just came in, this is Officer John O'Keefe, who was found unresponsive. Launch. On the front on the front lawn of 34 Fairview Road, January 29th of 2022. We are paying homage to John because right now is the time where he had gone in and where most of the event of supposedly, allegedly, he had a altercation with many that were in the house. Now, Aunt BB. Oh my God, ladies, the neighbor had a fire in their shed. It was the Chungs. See? We know why you guys are here. Park. 1842 Washington Street. Okay, well, this is 34 Fairview Road. Air. Could you not breathe? Was there a problem with that? Level. What level were you on? Park. Good one, Roxy. Did he go in the door where the people parked the garage? What level, John? Did you go up? Was it on the street level? So-called. I have never seen that. I have never seen this before. So-called level. So-called what? So-called level? Ground level? No, Aunt BB said that there was a fire at Annie Chung's house in the shed. So-called party, so-called friends. See, I don't know why you guys are here. Oh, the fire was at the Albert Brothers. Okay. Well, right now we're concentrating on 34 Fairview. Was it the defense lift? Yes, she was supposed to testify, and she had a little bit of video of all the first responders out there that morning. Cousin. That opens up a floodgate. Now I have another question for you, John. At one point, you told me out of 4 people, there was one you did not know, you didn't recognize. Who was that? I mean, hello, that's a redundant question. But who? Excuse me just a second. Allie is so-called cousin, not related to Colin. Rambo John, yes, it started in their shed. Who was the person? Describe the person that was the 4th person that you did not know who it was. Do me a favor, my darlings. If you are coming in, please click the like button. That helps me. Okay? Tell us more, John. Tell us more. We're here for it. Tell us more. And welcome to all of those that are coming in. We appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. Wait, who knew Higgins? So-called Walter's brother. He said there was someone tall there. He didn't recognize. See? Remember what Higgy Baby said? There was someone. Hello, my darling Barb. He's an entrepreneur, so does he own his own business? What was the guy's name with the watches? I'm sorry. Please, an EVP with Charlie Kirk and Lord Gregorson. Lord Gregor's not going to be doing any of this. I mean, he's here to help me, but we did one with Tristan. Is that who it is? Tristan. How come I am not seeing all the things you are reading? I am a member. Because I'm looking at the screen. Is that what you mean, Judy? I don't know. Tristan said he didn't go in the house. Bolt? I don't know. Trey is an entrepreneur. Bolt. Lot. So was he one of them that carried you out on the front lot? On the front lawn? That is a lot. Thank you so much, Mods. You're doing a great job. But remember when Higgy Baby testified? He said there was a tall, dark-haired guy. Tristan, okay, yeah, Tristan is Caitlin Alberts. I can't keep up with them. Matt has his own. Well, Matt does have his own business, but this person, he said he did not. John said he did not recognize one of four ought. We ought to what? Look at this energy, red screen like that. This is important coming through. Look at the red energy. And these numbers right here that you see outside. Oh, did you see look at this word before that? I didn't even see that happen. But I have my arm in front of it like Zelda does. Oh my gosh. See, we're now starting to get warmed up. Getting warmed up. Hello. Getting warmed up. Here we go. I just got chills. When I was telling you guys about the dogs, I felt a tap on my shoulder. He's tall too, okay. Right when the lightning and all that stuff. Oh, and Zelda has her arm in front of it. I was pointing at all of these numbers up here. Let me go another way. You see these numbers? That's the frequency that it's coming in on. We'll do it this way. It's okay, Judy. It's crazy. No worries. Ought is another word for zero. Sorry. It just depends on the energy. It may or may not be easier. It just doesn't, I mean, all I know is the energy doesn't lie. And while the trial was going on, he was giving us a lot of indication of different things. Come on in, everybody. We got the fire going. It's nice and toasty. There's Officer John. Okay, my darlings, by now it is 1 a.m. Good morning. What's for breakfast? I don't know why, but I've just got such a hankering for eggs Benedict without the meat. Tough day for Karen, absolutely. Hot. Are you saying that because of the fire that I just was talking about? This word right here, number 3. Just had a bowl of cereal. Yeah, Frankie, there were the stairs, the bulkhead. And that bulkhead kept coming up in the card readings. Okay, John, let me ask you this way. Did the dog push you down? Absolutely, Aunt Baby. Absolutely. Absolutely. Slope. Now, you know these, what was his name? Ian Whiffen with, wasn't Cellbright, was it? Maybe it was. Yeah, I think. Didn't he pretend that there was some slope up? So did it feel like you were being raised up? Slice. That's right. Thank you so much. Oh, wow, Grammy. Slice of pizza? D&E? Maybe. Who said there was a slope in the yard? And there really isn't. The train tracks are not a mile away. They're very close behind the house because I looked it up too. I don't think Dibbity, because he told me French. He told me that he went through, that he was downstairs. And besides, there was the red stuff downstairs too. There was on the floor. French door. French. Oui, oui. Parlez-vous français? A slope goes up to the house. My migration. Ah, little misfit. How are you, my darling? Well, I haven't been on here live in forever. The last live I had and I was talking about Lord Gregor and I and the dog. I played a song, and dang, I got smacked by YouTube. I had to take my whole video down. So as it is. Hello, my darling song bits. Laura, how are you? Chloe is a French name. Slope could be stairs in the data. That's kind of where, hi, Jeannie. That's kind of how I thought about it. Okay, so this is what I want to do. We're going to come back to this. I'm going to pause this for right now, okay? And we're going to try another one. Give me a second. When we come back, it'll pick up where it left off. I'm trying to remember. Ghost Talker here. We go. There's the equipment girl and the green screen. Here we are. Come on. It should go off there. I don't want it reflecting like that. There we are.
Happy.
Okay.
Satisfied. Attack.
He did tell me. Okay. Because he did tell me that after he went down, they all stood over him and laughed.
Taken.
They all stood over him and laughed. Is
Hell.
what? Hell. Oh, wow. I'm just going to be quiet.
She. Science. Instruction. Will. Destroyed.
Wow.
Coal.
Yeah.
Seed. Quiet. Shoot. Warm. Kill. Drink. Determined. Think. Breast. Attack.
Okay, that was the second one.
Sad. Give. Problem.
Wow.
Leg. Dark.
Leg. Leg. Leg.
Walk. Night.
Walk. No. Oh, let's stay back here. Do you see this? A change in the energy.
Delete. Lead.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Stop this.
Pond. Comfort. Today.
I don't want that
Early.
reflection.
Ask.
Let me see if I'm making.
Low.
Oh, there. Okay. Ask low.
Nasty. Join. See. Ring. Pull. Quit.
Look at the energy.
Look. Jury. Tonight. Hate. Heaven. Dark. Excited. Respond. Give. Hot.
Hot, again, separate one and hot.
Lit. Present. Enter. Short. Understand.
Wow.
High. Quiet. She. Force. Start. Lead. Personal. Green. Believe. Black. Conflict. Smile.
There's John.
Struggle. Demon. Against.
Struggle against the demon? Hold on.
Sit down, demon.
Senior. Weird. Change. Understand.
Morby.
Cold.
He was very handsome looking.
Try. Walk.
Second time cold. 2 times. Not physically, Ruby, I don't believe.
Cat. Real. Tired. Whole. Quit. Past. Positive. Think. Ask. Jealous.
Asking, think, jealous, curtain. Guess who that is? Track a cat. Oh my goodness. Grammy, that's right. Enough snow to track a cat. Walking.
Fall.
Good morning,
Devil.
Elena. Devil, that's for sure.
Fail.
Sit down, demon.
Regret. Down. Impress. Ring. Comfort. Instance. Heaven.
Second time heaven.
Grade. Adult. Tell.
Wow.
Touch. Hot.
Third time hot.
Kill. Witness. Yesterday.
Hold the phone.
Reveal.
Hold now. We're going to pause this for a second. Look at these words right here. This one and this one. I have always said, hello, Ozzy's Kitchen. I've always said Somebody made the collective decision to this, because John would have been a witness. And there's no way they could have had that. If John would have recovered, in my opinion, he would have sang like a bird. He would have told everything. She's telling them everything. That's what I said, that they made that decision to do that. And then there was an adult tell. Yeah, here we go, folks.
Son. Eat. Poetry.
She's a talker.
Love.
Love, that's right.
Pray. Go. Think. Tell. Priest. Talk. Freezing. Lead. Listen. Give. Use. Rest.
Freezing.
Today.
It was freezing when he left. When they left, when Higgy left, it was
Stress.
freezing.
Dark. She. Past. Strong. Large.
Raining men, that's right.
Smoke. Ask. Little. Incident. Walk. Disagree. Kill. Future.
They disagreed.
Comfortable. Try.
Now, I can see that. I don't think that everybody was okay with. I think there was uncomfortableness. I think that there was a disagreement among them. And that's why I feel that Higgy was so freaked out.
Beautiful. Lip.
Didn't his lip...
Jury. Close. Large.
She, that's right, 3
Comfort.
times. Thank you.
Hell. Start.
I'm not even convinced that Higgy had a proffer. I'm just going to tell you that. It's a queen for a day letter.
Male.
And if you don't tell the truth in the proffer and you don't tell everything, it doesn't matter. Your proffer,
Great.
my understanding, not a lawyer. Higgins and
Yellow.
Proctor, throwaways.
True.
Throwaways. Higgins and Proctor. Throwaways.
Information. Kill.
Fourth time.
Touch. Hide. Nice. Move. Difficult. Stop. Wait. Cold.
Trapped. Cold.
Touch.
Yeah, Higgy's been the one that's been...
Adult. Hate. Fault.
Okay,
Sincere.
so let's do this before it gets too late. I would like to do some remote viewing. So I'm going to darken the lights a little bit. I am going to put on another app. Now, here's a disclaimer. The app itself sounds scary. It's not the energy that's coming through it, because, you know, sometimes they put things in these apps. But there was one time that we were using it, and Ruthie sent me a video, and it is in somewhere in the mix of everything that I have. It said garage, and that was long before the garage even came up. Hold on, got a little something for you. Hold on. We'll see here. Where is it? Yep, here we
The
are.
garage, essentially. Is a garage, essentially. The garage, essentially. Is a garage, essentially.
So long before the garage even came up. So I'm going to change this, and I just want you to know that we are safe. You don't have to worry. It may sound a little scary, but it's not. So give me a second while I get this all set up. The garage, essentially, as I have things twisted. No, Laura B. No. And if you haven't been over such a boss. If you haven't been over to True Oracle yet to hear me explain about demonic possession and all that stuff, there's a new video out. Might want to check that out. Okay. I want to darken the lights a little bit so I can see. Aunt BB, I'm not sure about the grandfather. I don't know. I'm not sure. Now, I'm going to tell you this. This is what I do remote viewing in. It is a total iron pan. And the reason I use iron, thank you so much, Rhonda. The reason that I use iron is because iron dispels negativity, and it's also a protection thing. When I go out and do paranormal stuff, One of these days, I hope I get to 34 Fairview. We'll make sure that we record it. Let me see if I can. So this is what it will maybe look like. That's it. There's my nasty desk. So I'm going to look into this while I'm put on this new app. And like I said, it'll growl. It does all kinds of crazy things. I'm just saying, don't worry. We're good. It's all Hollywood. Let me turn it on. When you see this needle right here, that's my fingers. When you see that needle come clear over here, that's the ohms. You know, and when this light dial, hold on. There you go. Okay, here we go, my darlings. I do tea leaving readings, coffee readings. Okay, I'm looking for the energy of John O'Keefe. Turn on this light. There's the house. And there's the snow. I have to turn this light down. It might get totally dark, my darlings. You're going to lose the background here, but I've got to turn it. Don't know if you all heard that or not. Okay. You're not losing me. I have to turn this light down. energy coming through. Okay, there's the house. 34 Fairview, there's 4 cars. John, if you're here, could you please do me a favor? Here come. There's somebody walking across the street at 34 Fairview Road before Karen gets there. Somebody, all in black, walking across the street, up through the driveway. I can't see who it is. Who is this? Turn around, turn around. Let me see. Who is it? Who is it? Who is that? Tell us who's going into the house. Tell me. Who's going into the house? Give us a name. Give us a name. Who's going into the house? No. Give us a name. Give us a name. Show us, show us, show us. Yeah, I'll turn the fire off. He's walking and he has something in his hand. He's going across the street. It's before Karen pulls up. There are headlights pulling up to 34 Fairview, and this person turns and looks to his right. I can't see who it is. Who is it? Turn so I can see. Turn. Who is it? Tell me. Tell me a name. Who is this? Tell me. Who is it? I've never seen this before. He's not tall. He's not thin. I think I know who it is. Tell me who it is. Okay, I'm going to change apps. We'll see if we can get a name. Give me a second, my darlings. Give me a second. I need to listen to that one. Message. Oh, that was loud. That's not the one I want. We're going to go back to Ghost Hunters there. Here we are. Back again. All right. John, I just saw. I want to cry. I just saw somebody walk across the street before Karen got there because there was no black SUV. He walks up the driveway, sees headlights, and turns to the right. I couldn't see his face. John's energy, if you can please, I'm going to continue to look. Everybody, it's all good. Name some names, John, please. Name some names. I think I know who it is, but I can't name him. Numerous names. Okay. Well, take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Cover. Numerous people covered this. That's for sure. Okay, I need to take a minute. Tie. I think I know who it is that walked across there. Because it looked like the same person that walked into Canton Police Department. It's okay. I'm sorry, I keep hitting the microphone. I just saw your message. Yes. Numerous people tied together in the cover-up. Numerous people tied together in the... Can you please give us a name? Just give us a name. Well, let me put it to you this way. He's no skinny dude. He was not skinny. And walked like a bulldog. I have a question. I'm about ready to cry. And no, I'm not going to be Erica Kirk that goes, sorry. Why was John's shoes so clean? They were clean like they were brand new. And you know why I say that? Because I think they were. What size? It was right after Christmas, remember? And when I saw John's socks, he had them the heel on top of his foot. What size shoe did John wear? That's been a question I've never been able to find out. In my opinion, I think they replaced the shoes. I mean, let's think about it for a second. We know that there was under, that during this, he brought up, it was all front of him. And if it went down the front of him and into his shorts, he couldn't have done that laying down. That would not have happened laying down and would not have happened probably if he was sitting up. He would have had to stand. I do not believe they were his shoes. They were he was convulsing and vomiting, that's right. So wouldn't that have gotten on his shoes, got on his pants? You could see that when they cut him off on his, when he went to the hospital. When I saw the clothes laying on the floor before somebody came in and put them in an evidence bag, I think John went in, took his shoes off, and in the midst and the madness and the muck and the mire and the mayhem, with so much confusion, they didn't know whose shoe was who. Look who's here. My producer. Give me a second. I've got to blow my nose. I'll be right back. He was reported to have had a size 12 shoe. Therapy. Here's your girl, Lord Gregor. Here's your girl. You're more than welcome, Mitzi, and I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. Now I'm going to be looking for that person who walked across the street. Sammy is my therapy, that's right. I think I know who it is. It's not Kevin. It's not Kevin. I think the initials might be BH, in my opinion, from what I saw, because it looked like the same build of somebody that went to the police department after the event. Direct. So you walked right in. You directly walked in and he was there. John. He beat John there. Did not come in after. He beat him there. And I've always said I thought that in my opinion, I've always thought, in my opinion, that BH parked across the street. Why wouldn't he? That was one of their own. So he didn't have to park. Intent. You see that? Intent. Willful intent. He would park across the street so nobody would see his Jeep. And so that if Karen pulled up, she wouldn't hesitate to go in because he was there. The school. Yeah, we know about the school. We know what happened. Who else went around the school, too? Immediately. Who went to the school immediately? Yeah, but why? If you're not looking, you're not going to be paying attention. Think about that. If you're not looking, if there's cars in a driveway, you don't know who Higgy, you don't know. His Jeep wasn't at the mailbox. That's right. He only plowed when he left. Wasn't that how it went? And there wasn't anything. It was just enough to track a cat. So could that just be why he parked across the street? If you're not looking, you're not going to see it. There's no reason why Karen would pull up, because remember, they're pulling up in front of 34 Fairview and their focus was on the house because Karen's like, it's all dark inside. Are you sure? John, go in and see if we're supposed to be coming in here. Right? So her focus is at 34 Fairview, not across the street. And how many Jeeps are around? How many Jeeps? How many Ford Edges? How many? I mean, these people. Hello? He said he plowed first. I don't buy that. There wasn't anything to plow. It just started kicking up when they found John after 5 o'clock in the morning, when they drug John out there from behind the house. I don't know. I mean, I can't say for sure that it was him, but I sure do suspect it. Walking across the house. And you can bet your bottom dollar I'm going to be looking and looking and looking. Who's Logan? We've had that name before. I don't think he was parked. Well, the only reason Karen was parked along the road was to let John out, and then she left. But he parked I believe he parked across the street in the driveway of that other police officer that was over there. I believe all the body fluids were gone before John even got on the road. Oven. Logan Airport. I don't know. Maybe. What's oven? We're going to go another 10 minutes, my darlings, and then that will make it 2 hours already that we've been on here, and I'm kind of fading. Ryan pulled behind Karen. That's right. White. Yes, it was white. Hot. Oven. Yes. I don't believe that John even made it into the kitchen or into any of those. Oh, yeah, they all lie like a rug, in my opinion. Yeah. I believe he lost the body fluids. Well, let me pay some homage to everyone. because you're so kind here. We have a new member, my darlings. Ruby, thank you so much for being here. I think you'll like it. Uh, we're drama free, but this is the drama that we like. We work on cases, so very good. But welcome, my darling, and another new member, Lisa. Thank you so much for becoming a new member. Jelvis, hello, my darling. Off topic, plus an EV with, yes. Well, we've done them with Charlie. I'm going to wait a little bit. There's some more things coming out on that one, but very good suggestion. Thank you. New member, Dippity Doo. I love that pad. Dippity Doo. I remember those days. I would still use Dippity Doo. And the smell. Once you smell Dippity Doo, it's over. Remember, it's over. Thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you for doing this tonight. Rest in peace, John. You are so welcome. Thank you. And hear those voices. Absolutely. Kat, hello. And thank you so much for wearing your merch to court. I saw that. Fun guy. I'm glad it kept you warm. That is one of the warmest sweatshirts going. Thank you so much. And you've been here for 5 months. Thank you so much, Kat. Aunt BB, Chloe got one of those shoes, had to be replaced. Could be. I think with all the muck, mire, and mayhem, I mean, think about it. Running around trying to get everything done. Somebody goes up to the top of the steps. Somebody goes out into the foyer and says, get John's shoes. Who has John's shoes? Wait, I got some for Christmas. We'll just put them on him. Look at this. Kat Randall gifted 5 Lady Zelda Kelly memberships. Bless you for that. Thank you so much. And Karen, member for 15 months. Wow. May you rest in eternal peace, John. And I agree. We're Debbie, member for 5 months. Thank you so much for hanging in there. And look at Miss Jules, 10 gifted Lady Zelda memberships. Bless you so much for that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 5th. What is the 5th? Did they have a 5th of whiskey downstairs? What is the 5th? Is the 5th significant? It is 1:53 in the morning. 3 men did stand over it. He did say that they stood over him and laughed when he went down. Yes. Stood over him and laughed. Take the 5th. That's a good one. I think Karen would have noticed if Jen, and when she went out, when we saw her on their Ring camera, she didn't look like she had, but that's a good, 5th Amendment. That's right. Higgy drank a 5th by himself. Could have been. Surprised no one pleaded the 5th. Well, they didn't have to. And now it's going to be really hard. And Nicole was up cleaning all night. Well, she can come here and help me too. That's the way I look at it. Right, Missy? And for any one of you that didn't see the Calling All Beings live stream tonight, fantastic stream. I'm so happy. It was such a great stream for them. They deserve it. I'm so happy for them. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful stream. Go over and check it out if you get a chance. They are so much fun. And I just may be on their show in a few days. Thanks for being here, my darlings. Cab was fantastic. Yes, it is. Yes, thank you, Terry. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I'll let you know what the date is when I'm going to be on Calling on Beings soon. It's going to be a good one. And don't forget to go over to True Oracle if you want to know about possession, the spirit, and the soul. I explain it. I break it down. There's the last two that I posted. I break it down and I show some pictures of what sort of kind of maybe looks like something demonic. Hold on. Debbie, thank you so much, my darling, for your generous Venmo. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. That's very nice. I'll put that up once more before we leave today. It's been a lot of fun. I love seeing you again. I'm going to start going live a little more often. So thank you so much. Here we go. I'm new. Been watching a couple card readings. Justice for John. I'm starting on the channel soon. Hope you come on my show. Let us know. Let me know. Let me know. I will be going on a podcast soon with one of my son's friends, Mama Sins. She's come in here before. We're going to be talking about some tarot goodies. Max, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Well, you know what I want to do. Now, we've got if. Now, here's the thing. My internet for days, because of the cold, we've been under ice. And another one tomorrow is going to hit again. I'm behind on things, just so you know. And I just want you to know that I'm getting caught up as much as I can, but even YouTube has been kind of funky trying to upload videos and doing everything. I was thankful that I got out what I did before any of this stuff hit. There's another one coming tomorrow, another storm coming tomorrow. I'm going to try to go live more often. And the point of this is I want to rewatch Help, I'm Haunted, and the one with the cemetery. And if all of you want to come in now, I don't know if I'm going to have the podcast with Vale Keep and Lord Gregor and I up tomorrow. It depends on the storm. It depends on if I can get it loaded to YouTube or not. I'll keep you posted. Should be able to. But it's a good one. Don't miss it. Karen wants to know if I can read on Sarah Grace Patrick. I have already, but I will do an update. I was kind of sad she didn't get out, but I get it. Thank you, Judy, so much. You're so kind. Thank you. Oh, look at that, the little bell. I love you guys' your profile pictures. But Dr. LaPosada was supposed to testify in her opinion. It was due that morning. Bev told them they couldn't bring that up. Yep. Well, the good thing of it is estate program. The good thing is that Dr. LaPosada is going to start getting involved with the Eddie O'Brien case. That's a good one. Love it. Insights on Ellen Greenberg. Well, I will do that too. See, this whole weather thing has messed me up because by the time I post things, then it kind of makes my readings obsolete. Anyway, but yeah, Ellen deserves. The 26th was her anniversary, right? Grind. Yeah, it's been a grind, John. It's been a grind. Thank you. I am going to go live more often. What are your thoughts on pendulum discussed on the session? Well, I do pendulums quite a bit. And actually, on Lord Gregor, I followed him when he took a trip through the Carpathian Arc and down through the Balkans and all that other stuff. I use pendulum quite often. And if you use them correctly, they're okay. They're safe if you use them correctly. They react to energy. And that's what I work. I'm an energy worker. So that's what it is. Let me see here. Everyone light a candle or envision a lit candle for John tonight. Yes, no storms for me. Thank you so much. Let's say watch Stephen Burns for space weather. It was supposedly we have what's called a bomb cyclone coming to the East Coast. Yikes. An attorney friend of mine lives right above Nashville, Tennessee. They're going on day 6 without any power, and they're running out of firewood, and it's a mess. My good buddy, most of you know her, she's been in here before, Molly, lives kind of in that area. They were out of power for about 3 days, and they live in a subdivision. My attorney buddy lives out in the middle of nowhere. So I appreciate it, remembering her. Yes, you're welcome. Ellen, that is a very sad and bad case. I wish I had a mini-me. Would I sense more? I plan on going to 34 Fairview with one of our friends of the channel. She's going to be contacting the owners, and I will let you know when that happens. And go from there. Hold on. I'm going to sneeze. It felt like it, but it didn't go. So hopefully I'll get up there, but definitely we're going to wait until, probably late spring if the owners are okay with it. And I will be recording. Captain Jerry's going to go with me, and we'll let you know. I'm not going to go live. They probably won't want to go live, but hopefully Microdots, Richie will go with us. We're supposed to do something with him as well. And he said that he would be filming us. So that would be good. Okay, give me a second here. Let me catch up. All right. Love you dearly, Deanna. Thank you so much. May the storm go north. No, I don't want. I understand what you're saying. It just needs to go back out to sea. Thank you, Roxy, for your well wishes for him and for I. We're very happy together. I want you to know that. And I'm going to say it once again. No, he's not a vampire. Tent. And thank God I had him here for the dog days. That was horrible. Do you think the weather, do I think it's, absolutely. I think that it was something that was, saw the chemtrails. I sure do. Tammy, happy heavenly birthday to your brother as well. I know it's a long time without power. So I can tell you this, when I make my move, fireplace, you should see the one fireplace. I'm going to draw Lord Gregor's private study. He's going to allow me to draw it. I promised not to draw some of the things. I respect his privacy. It's not secrecy, it's privacy. And 20 inches and no. Ouch, Sammy. 20 Did it in Western? Oh, Karen. Oh my goodness, bless you. Friend got 24 inches. Yeah, oh boy. Um, Snow in southern New Mexico. Wow. Um, pray up for John too, because this is going to be something else. And I'm going to tell you this. In the month of February is going to be, I think, pretty substantial for Karen's case. I'm just going to say that. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Thank you. Fireplace, definitely. A house generator, absolutely. So, yeah, I was telling you about his study. He's got a huge, and when you listen to the podcast, the fireplace that you listen to, in fact, the fireplace that we listen to here is from his fireplace. I record that sound and clip it and put it in here so we can use it because he sits in his study. He sleeps in his study. You can imagine I'm going to tell you this much. He gave me a tour on the device. And it was not long ago. I can't remember what it was. They had avalanche warnings where he was. And they close off a lot of the wings now because Vale Keep is just not used. I mean, there's just it's just him and a couple of people. And then he has his sentinels that go around and look, blah, blah, blah. He opened up one of the doors and the stone on the inside of the walls were frozen. You could tell it was ice. It was frozen. And cold. You could see the breath. It was so cold. And they close it all up and they have these special doors and all this other stuff. So he mainly, his chamber is okay. My room would be okay. All these other places, the hearth is okay. His hearth, the kitchen, they call it the hearth, is absolutely gorgeous. Now, I can't help myself. 2 things I'm going to announce tonight. We have a new book coming out. It's an ebook. It is called Immortal Principles for Mortal Living. It is written by Lord Gregor. I am helping him edit it. It should be available within the next 2 weeks. You can get an ebook download or you can get the hard copy sent directly to you by the publisher. It is all about learning principles from his life and some stories about his life that are so interesting. And it is an amazing book. It is like the law of attraction. It is like Machiavelli. It is like Stoicism. It is like everything all wrapped into one. That's coming out. Then I am working on my cookbook, and the name of that will be Lady Zelda Cooks from the Hearth. And I am taking the old recipes from Vale Keep. I am rewriting those, and I will be fuel. Yes, we need fuel. I will be rewriting those and putting those in book form. And some of these, and I'm going to add some of mine too. So we have 2 books that are coming out. And I might read some from his book, Immortal Principles for Mortal Living. And he tells about his life. It tells about his shoulder injury. He tells about all these things. And it's principles that have been carried throughout the years that he lives by. It's very good. It's very good. There were a couple of pages that I cried. It's very good. And if you're feeling a little lost, if you're feeling like you need to make some changes in your life, I suggest that you read this with a highlighter, with a pen to make some notes. Now, the other thing that I want to tell you my darlings, is this. There is another creator that has approached me. She approached me a long time ago, and I said no, but now I'm saying yes. She wants me to be her creative director, artist. I don't know why, but anyway, I made this background for John, but the creative artist for a new channel that she's starting. And I told her that I would. If you like forbidden love, mystic, spiritualism, kind of a cross between a female Indiana Jones and a Laura Croft, only she is of a different persuasion, and she has a love that is forbidden. Oh, you don't want to miss it, because it is spicy, it is juicy, and it'll make you open your eyes. And I will be doing the art for that channel. And when it's getting ready to pop, I will give you the address and you can go over there and catch the pilot. She's going to run it. Excuse me, sir. She's going to run it. Sorry, that was Petey. She's going to make this almost as like a Netflix. Previews, but a pilot and then a weekly show. And I think you guys are going to love it. Then I'm planning a trip to Vale Keep. Hopefully the weather will hold by the end of May and into June. It'll still be chilly there, but that's okay. Severely. Yeah, it'll be severely chilly. I can imagine that. So, a lot of fun coming. Lots of good stuff coming. And I can't wait. Yeah, I had to take a second look at that word. But I am thrilled to be going to Vale Keep because Lord Gregor gave me one room that I can decorate for my particular use. It's my own chamber, and I have designed all the like, not wall coverings because it's stone. I designed like the draperies and the colors. He had to approve it, whatever, but he did with flying colors, and it's quite gorgeous. And I can't wait for you to see it. So, there you go. So this is very exciting, and I can't wait to get there because I will be the one riding Lunara, who is a dapple gray. So that's why I want to go when the weather is cleared, because I certainly don't want to be going out. He rides his horse and takes Lunara when he goes in the cold. They're used to it. He rides them when they're, and it's snow and all this other stuff. So anyway, are you having a live tonight? Came in about half an hour. Don't know if you talked about it. Well, we're live right now, my darling. I'm getting ready to leave. So yeah, I had it announced since yesterday. And do me a favor on both channels, please make sure that you are subscribed, because YouTube inadvertently will unsubscribe you. Don't know why that's been happening to a lot of people, but please do that. Thank you so much. I will be drawing not only the landscape around Vale Keep, but I will be drawing a little bit of Vale Keep itself. So you will see. You will have to go on. I'm not really done an heal. I really have not done. There's not really an introduction on mine. It's just like we're together after 2 years. So you can go on his channel and look through the videos there. He's requires his privacy. That's been our thing right from when I met him 2 years ago, and it will remain that way. And he has allowed me to make art. That is his voice, but I cannot use his image, but that looks like him. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm getting too good at it because it looks eerily like him. So the channel for you, my darling, is, in fact, let me go. Lord Gregor, can you please can we put your channel? Let me see. I don't think he'll know how to do it. Let me see here if I can go get it. I shall go get it. His English is getting better, which is very helpful to both of us. Let me see. I'm going to put the link to his channel here in the chats. And there you go right there. He does have notifications need to be on your page. I don't know what that means, but I run his channel for the most part because he's not here. And where he is, there's hardly any in the cloud. Yeah. Caught, cloud, electric, delivery. Okay. There's going to be a lot of things coming out on these phones, my darlings, for the Karen Reed case. There's things that are just going to make you sick. Watch and see. Anyway, you can't wrap your head around the whole Lord Gregor. I don't know. I mean, do you really have to wrap your head around it? He's my husband, so I don't know what really to say about that. But anyway, it is what it is. Caught a cloud minimum. That's right. Caught a cloud. Oh, not a minimum. I thought that said minimum. Okay. Anyway, my darlings, it's time for me to say goodbye. And I'm going to pause this for now. I want to thank John's energy. Oh, of course, we do this, and there's one more word coming. Mark. I don't know who Mark is. But I'm going to take this off of here right now. Okay. There we are. Doesn't Aiden have more of Jawbone's phone data, but can't release? Yes, and I think Aiden's court case has been moved up to the 30th, tomorrow. The 30th. Let me see. If there's anyone. I've got Debbie. If there's anybody else. No, we're good. So anyway, my darlings, look at this. You see how this chicken is reaching? I have to get you and Lark. I'm just enthralled. Okay. So I don't know that there's much to read about, but yeah, my son is doing fine. Thank you. Thank you, Frankie. He's doing just great. He's working, and it's all good. It's all good. So let me see if I missed anybody here. I just don't want to I want to make sure I don't. You're quite welcome. Thank you so much. Where do I sell? Oh, yes. I know what you're meaning now, Terry. When you go to your YouTube, the little bell icon, when you click on that, a default is personalized. You need to set it to all. That way you'll make sure that you get all the notifications. I figured you meant that, Lisa. I figured you meant that. Thank you. This was a lot of fun. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, from my house to yours, my gang and I to yours, I want to thank you for being with us, being here. You know, this is going to drive me crazy seeing that person walking across the street. I don't know who. Maybe I'll find out who it is. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But hang out after the I've got a little outro I want to show you. Okay? It's the normal outro. We'll start doing live again. We'll start doing a live again, okay? And we'll go, that's actually Petey is sitting outside of my son's door. I call it wine bagging. Oh God. So anyway, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you so much. And from our house to yours, look at this chicken. She's ready to go to the bed. I will see you all very, very soon. And remember, stay on this side of the veil. They'll tell you the facts are clear, but the truth always flickers between the lines. In every shadow, there's a secret that refuses to stay buried. Clues hide in symbols, and sometimes even fate won't show its hand. Voices echo not just from the living, but from the silence they leave behind. I'm Lady Zelda. This is Seeing Crime, where what's hidden doesn't stay hidden for long. Until next time, keep watching.